Hello and welcome. My name is Malte Siegenhagen and I'm part of the customer experience team here at Staffbase. This video contains introduction into journeys, an example for the setup for the culture onboarding of a user, and an example for the setup of a journey for a location change of a user. In this video, we will show you how to create a journey and give you two use cases. Journeys is all about personalizing the employee experience and blueprinting an employee's journey with relevant content. In our video, we will showcase two use cases. One, culture onboarding, and two, location change. Of course, there are many more use cases out there. Traditionally, these are HR topics, but we believe that it should be serviced by internal comms because of the culture aspects and the sense of belonging it can create from day one. Journeys are automatic flows that are made of a combination of posts triggered by specific action and separated by given time intervals. For our first use case, culture onboarding, we will show you how you create a journey as an admin in the Experience Studio and also show you how it looks in the app. As an admin, you can create a journey by entering the Experience Studio. Click on Journeys in the Content section and click on Add Journey. For this example, you name the journey Onboarding. Choose the target audience for this journey under Space. We select all employees. Then click Add Journey. Click Set a starting point. Here you click on Onboard new users because we want to reach everybody that is newly signing up into the app. Click Next. From the drop-down menu, select if you want all new users or only new users in a selected user group to receive journey content. The target audience of the journey has been saved. Click Done. Now, after completing the trigger type of your journey, you have to create the journey steps. There's no limitation in the number of steps in a journey, and you can be really creative in creating the content for that journey. For example, you can use text, embed a plugin, or use rich media like a video or a picture. You can also use widgets or link to different pages or sections within the app. Now we start creating the first step for our journey by clicking Create First Step. What opens is what we already know as a text editor from our admin training. Here we can start creating the desired content for our journey. If you have any questions about the text editor, check out our video on text editor or find more information in the support portal. After you enter the desired content, we move over to the schedule on the right side. Here you can select between instant or scheduled. Since this is the welcoming message, we will have this post be instant. For your information, journeys are delivered as push notifications. Click Save. The journey step has been saved. You can edit or delete the step, as well as add additional steps from the journey overview page at any time. Now, the third step will be the overview of the journey steps. We skip creating the other steps for our culture onboarding example to save some time. In the journey overview, you can see the many steps that we created for our culture onboarding journey. As you can see, some of the steps are only a couple days apart. That is important because you want somebody that is newly onboarded to receive the right information or feedback in the right time. On the right column, you have an overview of your journey settings. If you like to make any changes in the settings, you can access it here. Don't forget to activate your journey. Culture onboarding is a very important topic because it can create a sense of belonging for those who sign up for the app for the first time. Going into the user interface, we can go through the culture onboarding journey step by step, simulating an onboarding time period of 1 month. First, you receive a welcome message in the app via push notification that you can also find in the notification center. It gives you a warm welcome to the app and an overview of some critical features in the app. Next, you will receive a message about exploring additional content like communities. The innovation community, for instance, is loaded with information about new ideas where you can give anonymous feedback. After the third day, you receive a push notification that you can personalize your app by mentioning your colleagues in comments or posts. After a full week, you can click on the info page about how you can set bookmarks for interesting posts within the app. After you've been with the app for a full month, the onboarding team asks you about your feedback and your personal onboarding journey. Here we can find out exactly what the user thought was very positive or negative about the onboarding process. This can be very useful for collecting information about the culture onboarding for new members in the future. This was just a short example of how you could create a culture onboarding journey for a new employee to the app. When you switch locations, it can be hard to settle in right away or get to know the other colleagues. Journeys can really help you get yourself onboarded quickly by providing the right information at the right time. Just like in the culture onboarding use case, you can create another journey by returning back to the Experience Studio. Then click on Journeys in the Content section and click on Add Journey. For this example, you name the journey Location Change. Choose the target audience for this journey under Space. We select all employees. Then click Add Journey. Like we did on the use case before, you can click Set a Starting Point. Now, instead of choosing the Onboard New Users field, you will select Onboard Users to a specific group. This is crucial for a location change, because this allows you to push important basics to new group members without overwhelming existing group members with repeated content. Under Visibility in the app, select the user groups for which you want new users to receive journey content. Under Rejoining a journey, select what happens when a user leaves and rejoins the user group before completing the journey. In our case, we select User continues the journey. Under Group members to begin journey, select if you want the journey to be activated only for new members or all group members. We select for new members only. Click Done. The target audience of the journey has been saved. To simulate this use case, we skip creating all the other steps. We have created a total of 5 steps for the location change journey. Let us switch to the front end of the app to see how this journey plays out for the users. Your first push notification or notification in the notification center will be a post called Welcome to the Berlin office. You will be directed to the start page of the Berlin office and have access to all necessary information. This includes crucial information like important documents, all news related to Berlin, and how to reach the office via public transportation, etc. A quick follow-up could be a notification about the very active runners group in the Berlin office. This can help the user to settle in and connect with your new colleagues. A day later, you could push a notification to the user about getting to know other colleagues from the office. The access to a page with information about the office culture can give valuable resources about the location and the people working there. After a full week of work, you could ask the employee how they feel about the location change and if they need additional information using a feedback form. This journey can really help the user to settle in faster and get the right information. In this case, the Berlin office is more likely to have a different culture than any other office. It always helps to get some support from your colleagues in the office, but also handy resources in your app. You can find more information on the topic of journeys in our support portal. And feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.